This is an easy and delicious way to make chicken and rice that doesn't get a lot of things dirty, always proves to be delicious. Today we're making my 1-pan buttery garlic chicken and rice in the oven. It's sensational. I'm gonna give you 2 ways of prepping this because I like to give you options. Life is full of options. There's method number 1, which is my preferred method. It's what I'll be showing you today, and you know me. If it didn't need any extra steps, I wouldn't do it. But I feel like this makes a massive difference. Now, I am using bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs, which I do think using dark meat chicken is crucial so that it doesn't dry out. But because I'm using skin on, if I left this into the oven, the skin would never get crispy enough and it wouldn't get brown the way that I want it to. So I'm going to sear my chicken quickly in a skillet first. If you want to skip that step and you literally want to layer everything in a baking dish, cover and put it in the oven, all you would do is simply remove the skin of your chicken thighs and just season them really well and then proceed with the recipe. But like I said, because I want to give these really good color, I've got a skillet preheating with some olive oil. I've got my chicken thighs here, okay, bone in, skin on. But like I said, if you don't want to sear them, boneless, skinless chicken thighs will be great. Just season them well. The seasoning of choice is my favorite garlic and herb seasoning and smoked paprika. The smoked paprika really adds a lovely sort of smokiness, but like a really great like depth of flavor here that I really enjoy. You can use regular paprika. You can use whatever your heart desires. If you say, hey, Laura, listen, I just ran out of paprika. I'm not gonna ask you to go to a grocery store. No, I'm not. I'm gonna tell you, go into your cupboard, whatever you got, use. You could just do regular granulated garlic, onion, salt, and pepper, whatever your heart desires. I'm gonna place them in my skillet and I'm gonna do season side down, obviously. I'm not gonna put these on really high heat because the whole thing here is that the fat renders. If I didn't do this step, A, there would be a lot of fat rendered within your rice. B, that skin would never really get crispy. It would always be real flappity flap, and I don't like that, okay? So I'm just taking the extra couple of minutes, however long it takes. I need a bit more olive oil. Not over really high heat. Then I'm gonna sear them really nicely. Look at that gorgeous skin. Look at how beautiful. You can see how much fat it's rendered, and that's why I sear it first. And I'm just gonna flip them. I'm not really cooking them on this side. I'm just giving them some color. This is all I really cared about. But I'm gonna give them like a couple minutes on the other side, and they're gorgeous. I've got my stock heating up because you want really hot stock for this. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab that, chop up a ton of garlic because it's going to be delicious, and then we'll kind of unite things and get them ready for the oven. To my baking dish, I'm adding in my rice. Now it looks like it's not enough, but trust me, it's going to bulk up, so you want to give it plenty of room. A little grain of brown rice there. Okay, chicken's done. We're adding lots of fresh garlic. This is going to cook for an hour, so trust me. It's all gonna cook down, be really delicious. These are the leftover garlic and herb seasoning and smoked paprika. This is some Italian seasoning. I'm not adding any additional salt because we're adding that garlic and herb has some salt in it, and we're adding a lot of chicken stock. It is imperative that your stock is hot. So make sure you heat that up until it's very hot. Add that in there. It's gonna look like it will never work, but you'll see through the magic of it all, it works oh so beautifully. I'm also gonna take about 3 tablespoons of butter. This is your chance, guys, if you wanna add a handful of frozen peas, a handful of frozen vegetable mix, you know, the kind with the peas, the corn, the carrots. Such a nice thing to do, so easy. You could add some sauteed cherry tomatoes. You can fold in at the end some fresh spinach as you take this out. You can do a million things. Okay, then you take your chicken thighs. I mean, they are beautiful, okay? They are beautiful. You're gonna take them in there. Careful not to destroy them like I almost did. You want about 6, but I actually just had 5 on hand. Don't ask me why. Now, I'm gonna cover this. I'm gonna pop this into the oven for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, I will uncover it and keep it in there another 30 minutes. Your skin will go a little soggy, but then when you uncover it and finish baking it, it'll get crispy again. So just trust the process. I'm gonna cover this up, and in she goes. Chicken and rice is ready. Remember, it was in the oven covered for 30 minutes, uncovered for 30 minutes, and I want you to see some. Look at this. Can you hear it? I'm gonna put my mic close to you. You hear that crispy, crunchy skin? You would not get that if you didn't sear it first. Now, as I said, you can skip that process by just using boneless, skinless chicken thighs, but you might still not get this kind of color, but it would still be delicious. Just make sure you season it well. I also want you to see the rice. It's not all mushy. It's not all, look at this. Look at this rice. It's fluffy and perfect. I just used plain long grain rice. If you're gonna use brown rice, keep in mind you'll need a different amount of liquids and it'll need a longer cooking time. It is making my mouth water. If you added peas to this, or just, you know, you could take the chicken thighs out and stir in some fresh, I was gonna say basil. I meant to say fresh spinach, and then it would wilt all into the rice. That would be delicious as well. But it's just, it is such delicious, like easy home food. It is like flavorful and buttery. The rice is perfectly cooked. It's delicious. I'm gonna go in with a piece of chicken. I don't wanna destroy it because I still have to take a nice picture for you, but look at how tender that chicken is. Look at this. See that? And it's so funny because I can really taste the smoky paprika, the herbs from the garlic and herb seasoning. This is like heaven, heaven. That is like perfection. It doesn't get any easier. If you wanted to, you could add like a squeeze of lemon and a little bit less stock, and you would have like a lemon garlic version. You could do a lot of different things in terms of flavor, but this is like your basic one. Beautiful flavor profile that will please just about everybody. It's not too strong. The chicken's cooked perfectly. The fluffy rice is just the way we like it, and it couldn't be easier. Go to laurainthekitchen.com for the written recipe. I hope you enjoy spending time with me, and I want you to make this recipe. I want you to make it your own, and I want you to leave a comment down below of some of your favorite one-pan or sheet pan dinners that you want me to recreate, because I would love to. I love things like this because they're easy, especially on busy weeknight when we have, you know, gym class and dance and all the things. So I hope this helps you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.